Welcome back to BikeBeat, the go-to destination for all motorcycle enthusiasts who crave a mix of history, horsepower, and honest breakdowns. Today's feature is a thunderous return, a legend reborn, the 2025 Honda VTX 1800. Yes, Honda has resurrected one of its most iconic cruisers and given it a modern overhaul that's as breathtaking as it is road-dominating. Buckle up, because we're about to deep dive into this beast from every angle imaginable, from design to performance, tech to touring, competition to value, and everything in between. Let's start with the soul of any cruiser, the engine. Honda has gone with a massive 1,795 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin that is tuned for raw torque and smooth delivery. This new-gen powerplant takes cues from the old VTX 1800, which was once the largest displacement V-twin in production. But Honda didn't just scale things up, they refined everything. The bore and stroke have been optimized for maximum torque at low RPMs, making the VTX a true street bruiser. The engine puts out a claimed 108 horsepower at 4,500 RPM and an earth-moving 140 Nm of torque at just 2,200 RPM. What that translates to is instant roll-on power, effortless overtakes, deep growls from the exhaust, and a riding experience that feels like you're piloting a locomotive wrapped in chrome. Let's not overlook Honda's engineering precision here. Unlike some competitors, the VTX doesn't rattle your bones or need constant tweaks. Thanks to dual counterbalancers and new engine mounts, vibrations are minimal. You get that satisfying V-twin pulse without the fatigue. And the ride-by-wire system makes throttle response both predictable and exhilarating. Transmission-wise, Honda went with a 6-speed gearbox paired with a slipper clutch and optional quickshifter. This gives riders modern performance control while still preserving that classic cruiser vibe. Shifts are smooth, even under heavy load, and the slipper clutch prevents rear-wheel hop during aggressive downshifts, a thoughtful touch for a bike of this weight class. Speaking of weight, the VTX tips the scales at 785 pounds wet. That sounds hefty, and it is, but Honda has done an exceptional job distributing the mass low and central. This keeps the handling predictable and even nimble at low speeds. Whether you're carving through canyon roads or navigating urban traffic, the VTX 1800 handles better than its spec sheet would suggest. Let's move on to the chassis. The frame is an all-new double-cradle high-tensile steel design. It's robust, rigid, and engineered to support both solo riders and fully loaded touring setups. Front suspension duties are handled by beefy 47mm Showa inverted forks with 5.1 inches of travel, while the rear features twin Showa shocks with adjustable preload and 4.5 inches of travel. The setup is plush enough to soak up freeway expansion joints but stiff enough to keep the bike composed in spirited riding. Braking is another highlight. The VTX is equipped with dual 330mm front discs and 4-piston radial-mounted Nissan calipers. The rear gets a 300mm disc with a dual piston setup. Honda's ABS comes standard and is well calibrated for cruiser dynamics, not too intrusive, but quick to act when traction dips. Whether you're stopping from highway speeds or maneuvering around town, braking feels secure and confident. Now let's talk tech, an area where the 2025 VTX truly steps into the modern era. The centerpiece is a 5-inch full-color TFT dash. It's bright, customizable, and loaded with features. You get real-time tire pressure monitoring, fuel range, ride mode indicators, and smartphone integration via Bluetooth. The dash can even display turn-by-turn navigation when synced with Honda's RoadSync app. 3 riding modes: Standard, Rain, and Sport tailor throttle response, traction control sensitivity, and power delivery to match road conditions. Standard mode offers a balanced mix of power and smoothness, Rain dials everything back for slippery conditions, and Sport gives you full grunt with sharper throttle and reduced nanny intervention. Honda also added cruise control, heated grips, USB-C charging port, and keyless ignition. These might sound like small touches, but they're game changers on long-distance rides. Want to blast across states in one go? The VTX 1800's touring comfort will get you there in style. And we haven't even talked about the design yet. Visually, the 2025 VTX 1800 is a head-turner. It blends classic American cruiser lines with Japanese attention to detail. The wide teardrop fuel tank, now holding 20 liters, remains a focal point, flanked by flowing fenders, a chunky rear tire, and muscular side covers. Chrome is present but tastefully done, accenting the engine cases, pipes, and mirrors without being overbearing. LED lighting is standard, and the headlamp features a signature halo ring that gives the VTX a modern face. Turn signals double as daytime running lights, and the rear brake light is an LED strip integrated cleanly into the fender. The riding position is pure cruiser bliss, low seat height at 27.5 inches, forward controls, wide pullback handlebars, and a deeply padded saddle. Long hauls are easy on the body, and Honda even offers 3 accessory seat options to further customize comfort. For touring fans, the optional VTX Tour Pack includes color-matched hardbags, a tall windscreen, and additional LED driving lights. Let's talk sound for a second, because what's a cruiser without character? The stock exhaust has a deep, bassy rumble that crescendos into a satisfying roar under load. It's refined enough not to annoy your neighbors, but loud enough to turn heads on the street. Real-world fuel economy averages around 42 miles per gallon. With a 20-liter tank, that gives you a cruising range of over 220 miles, more than enough for a full day's ride without frequent stops. And when you do stop, the bike's side stand and low weight distribution make parking and mounting easy. Now, the price. The base 2025 Honda VTX 1800 starts at $16,999. For the VTX Tour Edition, expect to pay around $18,799. The performance model, with all the Go Fast and visual upgrades, tops out at $20,499. That's incredibly competitive, especially considering what you're getting: modern tech, bulletproof reliability, and more personality than many of its American rivals. When you compare the VTX to something like the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy or the Indian Chief Dark Horse, a Honda holds its ground, and then some. It's smoother, better built, and frankly, easier to live with. Yes, it may lack some of the emotional pull of an All-American badge, but it makes up for it in every other department, including service intervals and long-term durability. Ownership experience matters, and Honda delivers. The VTX comes with a 2-year unlimited mileage warranty and extended service plans at competitive rates. Honda's dealer network is extensive, and parts availability is excellent. For DIYers, the VTX is fairly easy to work on, with accessible components and a robust online community already forming around the new model. So, who is the 2025 Honda VTX 1800 for? It's for seasoned riders who want something powerful yet refined. For new cruiser fans who want to avoid the reliability gamble. For tourers who need real-world comfort without bloated price tags. And for anyone who remembers the VTX nameplate and is ready to see it done right finally. This isn't just a bike. It's a comeback. A machine that speaks to nostalgia and forward-thinking in equal parts. It's Honda's answer to a market craving muscle, heritage, and tech without compromise. Whether you're a long-haul tourer, a boulevard cruiser, or someone who just wants to own a piece of performance history, the 2025 Honda VTX 1800 delivers. And trust us, once you hear that engine growl and feel the torque hit in second gear, you won't want to ride anything else. Thanks for joining us here on Bike Beat. Make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your comments below. Would you ride the new VTX 1800? Or are you sticking to your Harley? Let's hear it. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep your beat loud.